my name is Jimmy, and today we're going to be looking at some deals that I think are worth checking out. I am filming this on August 27th, 2020, so by the time you check these out, they might not be on sale, or they might be sold out. Starting off with some headsets, we do have a headset coming from Philips. Now this is a really good budget headset, only $75. These are open back, so you do have a bit of sound leakage, but some people prefer these for their wider sound stage. Now, since the aux is detachable, you can add something like the V-Moda Boom Pro microphone, and these attach straight onto the headset, making them more of a gaming headset. Now, these are pretty good for gaming, but if you have a higher budget, I would recommend upgrading to their more expensive model for only $144. Now, these do have a 50mm driver. These are really good audio, and if you are listening to media, music, and gaming, this is a really good headset. This is cheaper than the comparison, which is their Jubilee Sennheisers, and those are coming up around at 170. So for only 144, 144.99, these are pretty worth checking out. Now, speaking of Sennheiser, they do have some deals on their wireless headsets. This is their 450 BT for $150. That's around $50 off. You do get free shipping, and these are Sennheiser, so I think they do have pretty good active noise cancellation. Their 350 are they're more budget oriented for only $100. I think if you have the higher budget, I would probably go with the 450s or even their 550s. Their 550s they're like top of the line wireless headsets compared to the 350 and 450 for only $200. I think they're worth checking out for sure. They do have really good voice assistance. They also have noise cancellation, and they're pretty good looking. They're not going to be like too bulky on your head. Moving on to monitors, we have a 1080p 144Hz monitor. It is a VGA 24-inch. I think this is curved. It is curved. It is a gaming monitor. AOC does make some great displays. I have an AOC monitor myself. I really like their displays. They have good color accuracy. I'm not sure about this one exactly, but I have heard pretty good things about these. 1040p 144Hz monitor. This is only $280. I think these are worth checking out if you have something like a 2080 or 2070 Super, maybe even better. You probably could do 1440p if you do have a 2060 Super and you're not playing very intensive games, but I would definitely recommend a 2080 or above because with newer games like Cyberpunk, you're going to want 1440p at higher than 60 FPS. Now looking at some hardware, we do have 16 gigs of RAM at 3200 megahertz, still 16. For only $58, this is cheap, and if you're not really interested in RGB or you're on a really tight budget, this is a really great option. Now you can boost up to the 32 gigabytes at only $107, but it's just crazy for 32 gigabytes of RAM. This is also 3200 megahertz at CL16, pretty amazing for first to second gen Ryzen. If you don't care too much about RGB, I would highly recommend these. Now if you do care about RGB and you do have a third gen Ryzen, I would very much recommend the Trident Z Neo series. Now this is 3600 megahertz at 16 gigabytes, CL16, only $110. It has some great RGB. And if you are looking at a new Ryzen, the Ryzen 7 3700X is great at Micro Center. You do get $20 off when you bundle it with a motherboard. So let's say you got a new B550 board, you could probably pick up a Ryzen 7 3700X and a B550 board. That would be a really good bundle. Now looking at some mouse and keyboard deals. This is the Razer Mambo wireless gaming mouse for only $48.29. This is definitely worth checking out. I like this mouse. Razer does have some great deals right now, so if you are looking for Razer products, this would be a good time. 52% off, that's a pretty good deal. They also have the Razer Death Adder, which is a white mouse for $30. This is wired instead of wireless, so if you don't really care for wireless, this is a really good option. This does look really good in white, and it would look really good matching a white keyboard. Speaking of which, we have the Corsair K70 RGB. This is a really good keyboard. I do recommend Corsair all the way. I'm very into their products. They do have the Cherry MX Speed keys on this, the switches. These are really good for gamers. It is $40 off, which is 22% off. These are definitely worth checking out if you do want a new keyboard. Their software is fantastic, and Corsair just does not disappoint with keyboards. For $90, we have the Razer Huntsman gaming keyboard. Now this does have the fastest gaming switches ever, is what they're claiming. Now these are pretty great switches. I've heard really good things about them. The bummer that the white version is not on sale, but Classic Black does look good. Now looking at some game deals, we have Tomb Raider for $3. This is definitely worth checking out. The reviews are overwhelmingly positive. This is a 9.1 out of 10 in IGN. This is a really fun game. You can take a lot of hours into it for only $3, and you can also check out the Game of the Year bundle, which is $3.90. Now, this is an underrated game. It did come out in the early years of Xbox One. It is made by Crytek. The reviews are very positive, only $3 as well. Altogether, it's a great game, good single player. The multiplayer is lacking because the fan base is not very high on PC, but when it did get ported to PC, I thought it was really fun, and it's definitely worth checking out. Hunt Showdown is a PvP game with some heavy PvE elements. It's definitely fun. It's from the makers of Crysis, so you know it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. It's worth checking out. $22, a bit expensive, but it is 45% off. Definitely cool if you're looking into a game that's PvP and you don't know what else to play. This is definitely a good option. Next is a game series that I really love. This is called The Witcher franchise. This is Witcher 3 for $15. You get the Game of the Year edition. You do get both DLCs, and altogether, it's a really good game. You spend a lot of time on it. It has some of the best storytelling you'll ever get in a game. I would highly recommend this game. Alright, so we do have a few more games left. We have Rainbow Six Siege, which is on sale on Steam and Epic Games. So on Epic Games, you actually get it for free as a trial until the 4th of September. So I think it's definitely worth checking that out. But if you did want to buy the standard edition, it's $8 on both, $10 for the deluxe edition. It gets more expensive. The gold version is $25. The Ultimate Edition is $40.50, so that does get pretty pricey. That does get AAA territory, but for $8, I think that's pretty worth it. I would probably boost up to the Deluxe Edition for $10. Epic Games does give out free games every single month. Now this month is Hitman, which is usually a $60 game. This is definitely worth checking out. This is a pretty fun game. I played some of it. Now the new Hitman is coming out, so this would be pretty good to prep yourself. Next, they are giving out Shadowrun Collection. I have not played this yet, but it's free, so definitely worth checking out. I would download Epic Games and check every other month, or every month, and you'll get some free games. Next is Ark Survival. Now, this game is pretty good. I've played this a while, but it's definitely kind of complicated to get into. Pretty fun with friends. You can definitely mess around. Customization's pretty nuts. It's really funny to play. Reviews are very positive. $10, pretty cheap. Now my personal favorite, and to wrap this up, is Wizard of Legend. Now this game is really fun. You can sink a lot of hours into it. It is co-op, so that would mean only on the same device that you can play. It is not online, but you can play with friends. If let's say you have a controller or multiple controllers and the keyboard. Definitely fun to play. You can sink a lot of hours in. You can learn all the combos. There's like millions of combos. It's really fun. I definitely think it's worth the $6.40, but let me know what you guys think, and if you have any suggestions or recommendations, let me know, and I'll come back soon. Alright, thank you for watching.